of changes here, Baby Babe, but to kind of piggyback onto that, how as a player, how does that change knowing that you've scrimmed against his team?
Game volume a little bit. I can put it up ever so slightly. I'll try and find a medium spot as to where it's good. Hopefully this should be a bit better.
From Cloud9, this Viper Omen comp is so annoying
Ayless,
to
LMA?
play against. Like, you really need to maneuver the map around on
No hard, no problem.
in the right way and find the right spot. And they do a really good job, C9, of shutting you down and also getting those entries with Leaf on attack. So this is gonna be a hard matchup in my opinion.
I agree. I think the way they use the Viper, particularly on attack,
Standard, and then we have the Viper.
On this jet,
Oh,
where he's gonna
man.
be hopping around looking for these first bloods like he's been finding.
Right.
And I
I'm
don't know
in
if he's gonna
for
be
it.
able to find it with a double controller on Ascent.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this all pans out. Let's get ready for map number 1 and send it over to your casters, the always dapper Doug and Bala. How's that sweatshirt, Bala?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. Upper finals ball between these two teams, and we've talked about it so many times. It's unexpected. We all knew Cloud9 would be here, but for KRU,
What does the chapter do if he didn't manage to catch the KRU C9 game?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Well, it's in this game right here. I mean, you're here, you're catching it. But if you have to go somewhere, the VODs will be there. Guaranteed up within an hour after the game. That's the guarantee that I provide here.
They're already top 3, but that's not enough.
Hope my internet. Actually, maybe I don't guarantee that, because honestly, if we get like a multiple overtime, it might go over an hour. So the guarantee is gone. I take that back. There's no guarantee. You didn't hear that.
When everything is on the line.
Absolutely. So starting off on the Heineken 0.0 Ascent. This is KRU's map choice. And Cloud9,
Guarantee if there's no overtime, it's up in an hour. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Sean and Baby
Tech
Bay
pauses,
were
actually, didn't think of that.
high on the amount of things that you can do as Cloud9, and I was really excited with
Either
not
way,
only the
C9 on
defensive
defense.
and, just default
C9 on defense,
conditioning
KRU on attack.
opportunities you
We
get
got
with
the
but also
Viper,
the aggressive tendencies.
Omen
Look at this wall.
on defense. We go straight in early with this, and honestly, we're looking like a B retake at the moment. 3-person wanted to fight middle. They wanted to shut down middle with a push over towards here. In reaction to losing B, they 3-person push middle. There's a turret here. Wait. Did they really just shoot the turret? I didn't think they had the angle. Okay, turret's down, so they know there's a flank behind. Unless he's brought it back, but I'm pretty sure they shot the turret. They have a dog to clear B main? Damn.
Seems like they're going to have 3 coming in through garage. Zals is still making sure there's nobody pushing it.
All of them on site here. And the Omen flash goes out early to lane. Zephyr has 1 flash. Oh, Leaf missed his dash. The one-way blocked his vision.
Numbers in favor of KRU here. On the other side of the smoke, only getting 1.
Damn, look at these trades. Chat, they ended up having no util. I looked on the right when they were execing into the site. After that smoke was down over towards here, they had no util, just straight up crossfires. Really nice round from them.
Might have gotten those trades a lot easier for Cloud9. You might have looked at a
If Leaf hit his dash, is this a different round? Maybe. But we're never going to know.
Repositioning his orb made that difficult for the KRU players, but there's just way too little time.
Trades were good, trades were good, pauses were good, yeah. I mean, they had, what, 3 people in back here?
Everybody's just playing together.
Even with the smoke to block vision, they still just held strong. Any pressure that they had originally over towards this door just got killed, so they could just hold so strong. In terms of C9, we got 3 sheriffs out. And damn, we got the 4. We go for the 4 rifle, 1 pistol on this. So yeah, they're thinking ahead. They're allowed 1 death. Anything more than 1 death is a big win for C9.
I was thinking they're not going to hit this site because the spike is still over towards top mid.
Wait, not this again. Bala's eye is circling too much, chat.
There's 4 players here now for Cloud9. The smoke's coming just in time. They're not going to be able to do this.
I mean, both of them. Both smokes coming through from the attack and the defensive side, forcing this into a bit of a stalemate, at least for the time being.
So they're not going to be able to strike fast, but this wall is something that KRU is going to have to try to decide what to do with, because it's very, very unconventional. It's the first time I'm seeing it in Cloud9 right now. It's a great wall against any sort of cap pressure. You have to clear so many things once you get up and once it's activated, but Rooney's still holding on to that fuel.
Blocks off middle.
Grouped up in tree, and that does leave Jake
pass for it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times if you go through to... That's kind of sick. Well, there's the 2 kills that we were talking about. Recon was good as well. Knife goes in, Recon goes in. It kind of clears everything apart from the back hall. They have to be scared of that a little bit. You can still see him wondering it. Okay, cleared it now. 3 on side again. The guns are over towards market. I say guns, gun singular.
one weapon at least for Zelsis. He's got the Bulldog now. Nags playing down low.
Oh, you need to save it. Yeah, you need to make sure that you don't get traded there because an extra gun. Wait, still got a drone?
But either way, Cloud9 still with much to do. Zelsis is taking a fair bit of damage. Positioned in a place where if he falls,
Still got a drone, still got another shot. Oh.
But the nanos, the delaying of utility from KRU has been so effective. It's buying so much time. And there's the threat.
54 HP. Oh my. It's a body shot.
This is big. 54 HP.
Nicely done. Okay, I said 1 kill was big. They got 4, 3 of the guns out of the 4. Very nice. KRU might just straight up buy and we have no bonus. We'll see.
To keep the round close because Jake did such good work by himself. He's in a weird position, but he's still with just a ghost there should absolutely not be getting anything. Especially with the fact that they were so comfortable dry walking all the way up. If they did that, they would have found him completely by himself and probably
okay, so Passan, who had the pistol, buys a rifle, and we have 2 rifles and Sheriff.
We do have 1 purchased up, but this is not going to be easy for them to actually convert this bonus against Cloud9's full weaponry.
Dude, chat, they're going to take me out of a job, I'm telling you.
Viper wall out from Rooney. We've talked about in the previous round. It seems
I do like it though, it's a good addition.
It a little bit more. Remember in the previous round, for the most part, they avoided it.
Oh, there's a flash potentially primed here from Jake. That would suppress the ability to hear right there for Leaf to maybe make an updraft dash play to flank.
And if that's not enough, you have Zeppo who's got a flash close by too. But I don't know that that tagged anyone.
I'm really worried here what Leaf is going to do, especially with Nax still in close mid.
Trailblazer cleared. There's the paranoia.
Leaf, big jaw. Oh my, Zelsis as well. Nicely done. So I'm going to flash over towards middle to straight up crunch. This was similar to what they wanted to do in the pistol.
Smoke off the turret to get out here while all that's going on, but
okay, nicely done. Real clean on this one. We're going to have 1 armory buy. I imagine these 2 stay the same.
So Cloud9
very nice.
Really nice and clean anti-bonus there. Flawless in the approach. That flash from Jake was such... I mean, look, everybody's blind.
You're right to that Chinese pretty much.
Alone against Nags. These are the type of trap plays that Cloud9 is really good at, and it's kind of hard to get them set up on Ascent. But you can tell the prep coming in this map already.
What do they have going on here? Leaf looking to
massive
explore the
round
middle of the map by himself.
for KRU.
Jake once again not
Big
far
impact swing rounds. Davies, 1 away. Leaf
taking.
walks through middle.
On the other side. He's gonna clear the turret too and
Look
get
how
away.
calm he was for all of this, though. That's kind of wild.
Kill, but
He did a lot. He got good pressure, but they insta-cleared it.
I mean, it's going to be quite a while till Nags gets that back up, and if they need to rely on that for passive flank watching, it's going to be a little
Shock goes over
difficult
towards middle. Isn't anything there.
Get in positions to execute. Either way, they still have this KO. Cloud9 is kind of playing the KJ really far back here to make sure he's not getting suppressed by that KO. But if he goes up mid and pops it, that suppresses it anyways.
Tell you what,
and mid is the place that
they've
seems like
created a
we're
lot
looking
of
to
pressure
fill.
everywhere at the moment.
Nothing from Cloud9 here to cover it.
Like, this is hard for the defense.
Insistence for them to go for this mid multiple times now. Given this wall, I try to avoid this at all costs.
It seems like that's what KRU are doing. Seekers invested. You hear the
Damn,
whole
no
use.
smoke for that?
Rooney's getting the first onto Kesnet.
Leaf is here too. I don't know if they realize this.
Oh, Nags may not have known, but he took care of him anyway. Seems like it's going to have to be a ferocious attempt to retake
Impressive
from
kills.
Cloud9
Skyot's
in
gone
order to get
in.
this back from KRU. They're up in
Yeah, but
numbers.
Omen
They've
flashed to
taken the
retake
post-plant
this. That's
positions.
about it.
Seekers have been dealt
Klaus
with.
still has his drone. This guy keep getting into sight with his drone.
Both plants that we've seen
Still
on this
alive.
side have gone to KRU. The pistol and that anti-eco, it was close.
Zep has a flash.
Well, there's all 3
So
spotters.
they have some tools to do this. But it's much like what we saw the last time we were in this position. The utility that KRU is using to delay is just so effective, but Zelsis finds an opening.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, what? 30 HP, 35 HP. Yeah, I didn't manage to kill up any of the shots, finish any of them off with the shots there.
In sync.
It's, yeah, I mean,
It's so nice from Cloud9, and again, despite
I don't know how Jake got to. In theory, there's a one-way here.
Just around the corner, didn't tag the player who was playing up close to stairs, but definitely could have flashed the player's backside or forced them to dodge.
I mean, it looked so promising
Maybe
for
we get
KRU
Jake's
until
on
Zelsis
top of
happened.
this.
He just found so much value
Oh,
pushing
no one
lane.
was watching the one-way because he smoked off the place that the person watching the one-way. It's a good smoke from him.
It's always a tough decision to know which of the back
It's kind of what they've been doing in the retake at the moment. You saw the pistol retake where they had a smoke here to block off this vision. Yeah, and what he's talking about now, they have the smoke as well to block off this vision. Every single time they're making sure that there's only one doorway that they have to worry about. It's very nice. It's very, very nice with the one way that they're doing. Wait, it's great timing. It's the hero gun. They get over towards site as well, and Zeppa is crazy. Two-person swing over towards heaven. Oh my god, okay, Jake's kind of owning it. Back-to-back big impact rounds. With the eco, though, they kind of did good damage in my opinion. Yeah, it's actually felt like if Celsius didn't get the original kill over towards heaven, the trade, I think this could have been a bit different. Jake did great as well.
Not somebody we really expected.
This one's gonna be wild. Trying to get the op out over towards Leaf. Money's low. Big round. Where are we going with it?
Switch up on the Viper wall now for Rooney.
Straight B yet?
For KRU of going up mid. It's definitely something that I want to
Killjoy for Killjoy. Odin to break the Killjoy potentially.
Where you saw Jake get those 2 ghost kills much
man, this spam could be this one could be disgusting. Let's see. Instant push over towards A so they can get the faster flank going on as well. And they need to hold someone over towards B main because they know that this Killjoy ult's on. Oh, I like this. They omen ult with the spike so they can keep a lot heavier over towards B main because they know that they have to deal with this. This was very similar to the other rounds where actually Klaus was over here with the Sova ult. So there was a round that played out very similar to this the other day that C9 would have watched. So I wonder how they're going to handle it. They probably won't kill Joy ult, to be honest.
So you've got to expect Zeppa to be able to push and guide
okay, this guy's just gonna. Oh, they're pushing. Nicely handled. Okay, they did great here. Yeah, there was a round that played out so similar to this, and they had the perfect situation.
That's all it's gonna be.
Okay, really, really nice.
What a beautiful consideration from Zeppa there.
Yeah, love this. And so they wanted to push behind here, but then he got seen. So then they just made sure that they beelined over towards it. Heavy priority on it. It's a very good round from C9. They're on top of this. But like I said yesterday, this actual exact round played out yesterday with an ult being here and then someone playing over towards here. So that's a good bit of demo watching knowing what to do. We saw that smoke off again in terms of one of the choke points. Their retakes over towards B are looking pretty nice, to be honest with you.
Here he is playing on this jet. And it's definitely rough so far.
Cover going out.
That of course it was such a highly anticipated matchup between Kesnid and
why didn't he expect them to push B main? Problem is, he was the guy that was in charge of doing this, so it's like, cancel your ult, get the kill, your rest of the team's getting detained, or just try and hopefully get your ult off. Can't really be too angry at him. The plan was just too far ahead. Nice shot.
Leaf with the op, finding nags. They've taken some tree control, and yeah,
KRU are just doing a real simple ecos over towards A, Byron's over towards B. I wonder when that's going to change.
They pop the blades, swing out, get the kill.
I mean, in that instance, I love that as an investment, right? Keep the op up, right? Because he's under pressure. Yeah, his teammates are joining him, but who knows what his opponent is going to do in that instance.
Is it a bit overkill?
As well, with the bank that he has, I'm perfectly comfortable with that situation, despite it being a 3v1 and normally being like, yeah, no, that's just save your ult, but I like it in that case.
Okay, timeout.
Timeout called for KRU.
MC's pretty smart. He's probably writing down the buy rounds going over towards B and the defense rounds going over towards A. So maybe he's going to let them know that, sorry, the eco rounds going over towards A. So maybe he's going to write that down, and maybe he's going to tell them that most likely they're probably switching it up and they're actually going to go A with the buy round here. Let's see how far ahead he is. Let's see if we're right. Maybe we're completely wrong.
Doing in these situations, and that feels like that's a large reason why they've found the success that they have.
It definitely has felt so far a little readable.
Also, this gives them a good time to talk about the wall over towards middle. It's also another good chance for C9 if they want to go aggro. This wall is very good for them to go aggro over towards middle. They could definitely go aggro here and ruin the new plan from KRU. 400 fast profit. What's up, dude? How we doing? 5 months. Thank you for saying that. 5 months with the Prime as well. Thank you for your support, mate. Am I going to watch the Heretics match tomorrow? Of course, bro. You think I'm going to miss Benji Fishy's first game? Come on.
Again, there's so many little aggressive plays that Cloud9 can make on this defense. And again, they're just switching things up out of the timeout to make whatever they just decided and discussed a lot harder to consider. This is probably the last thing that they were talking about, how to deal with this Viper wall. Instead, now,
Right, where do we go?
How to adjust their plans right away. That's a great switch up.
Don't screw it up.
We were talking about the op at the end of the previous round, still in the hands of Leaf, and he's going to be holding B. But it seems like Crew want to work mid. Just remember their exec with the K ult from a couple of rounds ago did at least net them the site. But not with Zelsis here.
That's just off of complete audio there.
That's wild, isn't it? Dog to go in as well. Oh boy, the ping is going to come in. Dude, you're crazy. It's been spotted by a dog and guy spam with an Odin. I'm getting out of there.
And they're in a position here where they have some options. But the Seekers invested here by Cloud9 should read things out pretty nicely.
Jake's been in this position multiple times, but Crew has not actually had to face it.
What a flash. Oh my, I can't believe Davies got that kill. Nicely done from Davies. Gives them a chance into this. Melzer takes a huge gamble and it pays off. What have we got here? Big kill. Big kill. Had to, I mean, Klaus just thought his smoke was going to be up for longer.
No, the early pick. Down in mid from Zelsis with the
Rooney has the op for the retake switched over from Leaf, so that Leaf can kind of send it in a bit. And that's why you throw the op over, so you can do stuff like that. Nicely done, 2 HP. Yeah, they're starting to snowball pretty heavy here. Money's fully out of control, buying for the rest of this half. Crew, they might, yeah, honestly, with the plant, Crew are going to be able to buy here. If they do light armor. Zafe with the prime 2 months. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for using your prime on me. Good to see you here, bro. Thank you.
And again, they are having success getting it on the site. You can see 3 defuses from Cloud9 there.
Yeah, light armor comes in. They buy. They got killed. KO. Oh. Wow, they're really kind of running out of ideas here. Going for a straight up B, but honestly, they've been getting in towards the site. And this flash at the moment is going to hit both of these. Instant Viper, or we dashing early? Or...
We'll see if they can bully Rooney out of the way. Depends on how fast they want to go. But no, as the pit settles, they have to go to plan B.
Okay, well... They lost a lot for that, really. Omen flash, etc. is used.
That entire idea from Rooney there. But this pit is brutal. I mean, he can hide down lane. There's no way you can actually take him out. So, Kesnet wasted his dash.
Yeah, I mean, this is the old. This is what used to this. Fnatic used to do this all the time when they use this comp.
Rooney was just quicker on the trigger.
And there was also an insta-molly from Zelsis in that situation too to keep them back. So
instant info just missed them.
As they tuck themselves away.
Just missed the info here. Rotate comes in anyway though.
What's going on though? Even still, look at that.
Look at this one way over towards door. That is scary. Got any jet smokes for this? Kesnet's got a jet smoke. There we go. Perfect.
Jake is close by. He just spotted one.
Great
cover, yeah. Leaf just covering for Jake, getting him out of a sticky situation.
The jet smokes. Jet smokes on this round were really nice to watch. Dude, Crew is so low HP. Someone can clean up. Someone's going to clean up here. It's a very hard round to win. This guy in short, though, might cause a lot of problems.
How well Davies can hold this.
Oh, they just closed the door late.
Got a nade as well, yeah. Oh, my. And while they're focusing on the guy in short, Melzer decides to push. Trades are coming in big. Rooney 1v2.
And time is up. The Essence, the dart cleared. He doesn't realize that there's somebody behind him. There's no way you consider something like that. Not in a situation like this.
It's a straight up missed shot there. I want to shout out Melzer here. I felt like Melzer did really good. It was a little bit risky, but honestly, I kind of loved it. It kind of plays off the protocols of people. It's like once he got the kill over towards short, everyone's going to quickly go and kill the guy short because you know that he's the person that's going to cause the most troubles. He could go back over towards B main, or he could be lingering around short, and you're always going to be worried about the pressure behind. So once they realize that he's short and he knows that everyone's going to be instantly looking at short once the call comes in, he just sends it into the smoke.
Because they have to, otherwise they're going to run out of time. And then that's where he strikes. That's when Davies strikes as well. It's perfect. It sets up that pinch so very well.
Flash goes in for info. Smoke over towards short.
You see the defensive setup from Zelsis towards B, but Crew leaning A right now. Oh boy. Oh, I thought he was going to get more. He cleans it up.
Crew in that big round.
From Crew is to actually use this space while there's no
yeah,
to try to find
it was a little bit bold.
which is a good idea. But Cloud9 is just facing them anyways. And
Yeah,
let
they just
themselves
straight up
a
faced them.
huge advantage in this
It was
round.
a big,
When KRU
bold
was looking
call to
strike,
make on
this is
your
gonna be terrible if KRU
low
loses
buy.
this
To be
round. I mean,
honest,
they're
it
gonna
forces
get
you down to an
reset
eco. If you
economically,
lose
they're
it,
gonna
just
go back
straight up
down.
aim jaws.
So only the 1.9K that you get in this instance.
The moment's so heavy, but they're so painfully outnumbered. And it's just gone from bad to worse. Melzer
It's
had
a
to use his
1v3
ult
for
just
Melzer.
to
Takes
just to
some
recover the
tags
spike
there.
to get them into a decent situation. But he seems to have found a timing.
The money for KRU after this,
Spike down.
absolute
Rudy playing this
nightmare.
a bit more safely, takes a step back, allows
1-9
me to go
on
up,
top of
knowing they're
these.
up in numbers.
It's a
And
straight
he
up
missed
no
the
buy.
silent jump
Bear
there,
in mind
which
this one
makes
as
it-
well
which
if he
forces
dies.
him to just go for the
The
plant
money for
instead.
planting
He
helps a
could've
little bit.
maybe found
He has
a
got an
sneak
Omen
attack
flash
onto
smoking
Rooney.
6.
That flashback sight confirming that he isn't out proper and he's got to be exactly where that molly is. Now 54 HP for the remaining member of KRU. And a shorty in the face.
Damn,
Cleans
their
him up.
retakes at the moment. 2 HP again, sending it into sight. That's twice now.
2 more rounds to go here, but
Yeah, they've really been working on their B
at
retakes.
least
That
they
looks
got that
nice.
spike plant.
The
Looking at
util here is
Kesnit's
good.
money right now, 2.7K.
There's
That
always
could
some kind of
definitely be
util over towards
an
backside.
indication that he might have knives. Either way, this was so well done from Cloud9. There's not a one-way or anything like that, so they're able to easily get through, but it's baiting them forward for it.
I believe that's the second shorty kill that we've
What a
seen from Leaf
savage.
in the last 2 rounds.
Look at the eco here. It's complete
Yeah, 2
shambles.
hero guns. We got the op still out. We switched the Odin from
Classic 2
Zarsus to
sheriffs.
Rooney.
Hero buy from Kesnit. Hero buy from Davies as well. They can make this work, but against the op from Leaf, the Odin on Rooney, who they've swapped it up, by the way. It's not always the same person, so it's really difficult to tell.
Yeah, it was Alcis a couple of rounds ago. Now it's Rooney, as you mentioned. And he gets a kill.
Oh, that'll do. That's just
That
a
was by
straight up
himself, too. There
spam.
was nothing to set that up. No confirmation
Yep.
of information. No flash. Nothing.
And he also does it from the top of the default box inside of B there, rather than up close, which makes it really difficult to punish back. And you get a better angle. Not necessarily a better angle, but a different one at that.
Still 2 rifles up for KRU, for Kesnit and for Davies. Also worth noting here, the different setup that
I mean, they
Cloud9
got
are
a
using
drone.
with Killjoy. They've got the alarm bot and a nano mid with Zelsis
Now
close
what?
by. And it seemed like Melzer was going to try to find some space there. But instead, opts to go Cat. That dash running out of time. Puts himself in the tiniest of angles. Nothing to have to clear at the dart. He's still in a good position. It looks like he's just waiting for that flash.
The guy in
to
short
go,
can win the
knowing
rounds.
what could be on the other side,
Melzer
but Davies
doesn't have the
doesn't
gun
have
for it.
one.
Has to somehow win
All
these
he has is
duels.
that knife. There it is, the dash out into the cloudburst. He tries to fill the space, but he's already dead.
What's going on?
There's
He's
no way.
looking for another. There it is. He needed the shorty kill.
There's
He
no
got it.
way. Dude, it feels like Leaf is maining the shorty at the
3 for 3
moment.
almost.
Last round before
And the final round of the half to make this a super strong half for Cloud9. This
It's a
defense
very
has been
strong half.
very nice so far.
Like, if you think that they lost pistol into this, this would,
8-4 would be
dude,
good,
if they
9-3
won
would be
pistol, I mean,
great.
it
You
would
know,
be
there are
10-1.
instances, especially on Ascent, where you look at a scoreline like this and say, well, that doesn't necessarily tell the whole story, you know, what have you. In this case, it really does. The timeline and the score tell
Worrying
you
thing is,
everything.
this is
Well, also, when
KRU's
you
map
look back
pick as
to
well.
KRU's game against Fury on this map, KRU had a fantastic attack side. It was nothing like this at all. In fact, they just dominated both halves of that map.
Yeah. A far cry from the KRU we've seen for the last 3 matches. Leaf playing just on the other side of this wall, spots a shoulder, not able to land the shot, has to get away. The Hunter's Fury invested from Klaus.
No tags.
No, nothing at all.
Seekers as well to delay. They get the information set up.
And
Jake perfectly.
What a cheeky
Ooh.
spot. They invested the
Jake's
Trailblazer
good.
and everything
Ooh,
because
okay.
they wanted to take this fight to KRU.
4? Dude, how do they keep
KRU's
getting
not quite
sights
done
when this
with it
guy's got
yet.
his drone? I'm
Despite
so...
the fact that
I would
Klaus
love
missed
to
every
watch this
single
game
pulse.
back and see
Lockdown.
what
Maybe
he's
Spam
always
Wolf
using his
is close
drone
enough,
for.
but
Every single time
it just
they're getting
jumps
into
up.
sights, he has the drone left.
And we've got a
It's
game
wild.
yet, 8-4. Again, good half from Cloud9, but KRU, I mean, they strike back, and they were getting on the
4.
side, so some of their plans were
4
working
when you
very
won the
well, but
pistol,
definitely
though.
feels like
Damn,
Cloud9 still
it's
in
a
control,
solid
especially
half
with this
from
Viper
C9.
on attack now. Sean was talking
Really
about
was.
the
It
attack
was
side
great.
tendencies they have can be super strong. I can't wait to watch the rest of this because strategically, I'm loving what I'm seeing from both sides.
I think the question is, as we see Kesnit clean up the last 2 rounds, or the last 2 kills of that round, excuse me, is when are we going to see him return to form? When are we see him catch? When are we going to see him catch fire? Because it feels like Crew desperately needs it. Golden Boy, what do you think?
Tell you what though, you get a pistol in this,
Thank
and
you so much for that, fellas. Yeah, I mean,
8-6
that
feels
is the question
pretty
that we're kinda
good when you're in the
asking ourselves
defense.
as well, given that we've been bigging up Kesnick quite a bit here.
Hello,
But
Jules.
it goes without saying that, you know, you were kind of running into a brick wall a few times, Sean, in C9 setups, but Kesnick definitely felt the brunt of that.
Yeah, the brick wall was coming in the form of like 2 controllers and a Killjoy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, one site has a Killjoy.
C9 good on
one site has a
attack. The Viper
Those are
can
the
be pretty
anchors,
good.
so
Let's see how
very,
they
very
use it.
difficult to get
It can be
past.
pretty
And
good
you
if
take
you
the
don't use
center
the
of map,
Killjoy right.
You're getting one-way smoked by the Omen everywhere, you know, from Market and from Short A. So there was no openings for Crew, and the only rounds they were able to win were just brute force takes on one of the sites.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the struggles that Kesnet had trying to entry through all of that util. 0-6 on the first kills to deaths. That is brutal.
Yeah, extremely rough to see. But then obviously, when you want to flip it over to C9 though, Baby Bay, it was a very clear game plan, and it worked to perfection for them in a lot of these rounds.
Yeah, I mean, cycling the Odin is something that Wyatt was talking about earlier, and it was beautiful. It actually called out Kesnet quite a bit. Like, there was a time when he walked up mid and the smoke just gets spammed for no reason. It's like they're not allowing him to get going, and it's hard as a duelist when you have a slow start to actually bring it back. So, I mean, we'll see what he can do. It's obviously a defense-sided map, in my opinion, so I think he can have a lot more free reign to run around.
I do think it is defensive-sided, especially with the composition that Cloud9's running. But with that said, you know, the way Crew is composed, I feel like they rely a lot on Kesnet to open up these rounds, and against the double controller, like I said in the pregame, it's going to be very hard for him to get set up on lines and feel comfortable. You know, this guy's going to be getting info, and he's going to be blocked vision the whole time.
Yeah, and it was a point you made, Baby Bay, so I'm just going to steal right now to sound smart. But you talked about, you had mentioned previously when
When are we
had
getting
his
me in
great
hot
jet
pink?
game, he
Whenever
started on
Liquid
the
decide
race
to
where he's been,
release the
lights out. So he gets
release
rolling
the
with
march,
the momentum
man.
there, and it carries over. This time though, he's starting on.
You
the
think
jet,
I'm
and he's
out
about
here
to
buying
break.
clothes?
I'm assuming a hell of a
Right,
lot of
whatever
jet
they-
as the
whatever they
series
give me,
goes
I
on
wear.
with the maps.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, you know, with the way that things have laid out here, it feels like Cloud9's game plan is working out, but 8-4 is doable for Crew. Let's see how this all pans out and send it back to Doug and Bala.
Thank you so much, fellas. Yeah, again, the question goes back to Kesnet. What can he do on this jet? We've talked so much about his Raze versus Jet and how effective he can be on the Raze role, but now his team desperately needs him to come online, desperately needs him to find some value. on this
C9.
solo.
Let's see if Crew can win double
And it's gonna
pistol,
be
because
tough
honestly they win
trying
double
to
pistol.
win,
It
because
could be
in the face of
relatively
a
hard
double
for C9.
controller,
We'll see.
that's gonna be difficult.
Damn, we bring back the old Fnatic wall. We brought back the old
really
Fnatic
early.
ult. We bring back the old Fnatic wall.
And again,
It's pretty
we talked
nice.
about
You bring this
defensive
up nice and
sidedness on this
early,
map, but
creates the question mark that they
looking
could have
at
crossed
Crew's
over
past
towards
history,
here,
I was right
and it
first
feels a
in
little
the
bit
game
hard
against
to
Fury.
fight in this area. Then
9-3
obviously when you
half in that
enter
game.
over towards the site,
On
blocks
attack.
door, and also over towards top,
this
they're
might
kind
be
of
really
committed
tough
when
if
they
they
go
get
through
quite to
this.
see too
So
much of the
it's like a
defensive
three-way
half, but
multi-use.
Cloud9
Pretty
waiting out
nice.
any util
Pretty
that
nice.
could
I haven't
come
seen
outside
honestly I
of
haven't
B
seen
there.
this wall
Now
for a long,
smoking
long time.
Nags. Just trying to get a ghost shot off the turret.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a Fnatic wall from like
It's gonna
what,
be a full take on site.
2021?
They've left Zeppa playing around
It's
mid.
real old school.
No utility, but he's going to be there to cut off rotation.
They get over towards the
really
B
slow
side,
for these
straight up
mid players
retake.
right now.
Zeppa's holding middle
Gonna
here
take
with a
quite some
frenzy.
time
Oh
finally breaking
man.
that turret. Zappa with a frenzy.
Oh,
They don't
God.
check this.
They know now. Oh, dear.
That's devastating for him.
Well,
But this is taking so much time. I mean, we've
Yeah,
already
it is.
spent like 20 seconds just getting these players up into B main right now.
yeah, just setting up for the fight. You're right.
And he's already ready for
Recon?
it. I mean,
But they've already
Leaf is
pinged out
already
exactly.
marking
They literally pinged out
where the
exactly where this
dart's
recon's gonna land.
because
Look
he
at
knows
it.
where Klaus is coming from.
That's
There it is.
research. That's your
He
anti.
missed it. Just went off the map.
Time is so short.
No, it just
right
got
now.
shot, right?
I don't know that Crew are going to have enough time to do this. And now with Leaf still playing on site. They desperately needed the pistol, and it does not
Okay,
go
nicely
their
done.
way.
Nicely handled from them. Good bit of research
Again,
going in there again.
best
Give you a
highlighted.
little bit of insights into terms of when you play
Kesnick,
against a team. Well,
his rough
hopefully teams
performance
do
so
this.
far, he was
When you
0-6
play against
in that first
teams
half in first stats.
that have a
Now
Sova, a
again,
lot of the time you spend at
first
least
step in
like
this
2
round is
minutes or
Zeppa
like a
right here,
minute
just not clearing
prepping the
his
team
corner.
on just
And
these
yeah,
are
I mean,
these
that's
are
the
the
type of
main
angle kind of
recons
expect,
and the
but when you've
backup
done nothing
recons
on
of
the
what
map,
they
you
do on the
have to be
hits.
diligent. And if
And
you're
then
not
sometimes you'll
diligent,
give them
that's what
percentage
happens.
numbers, so they
At
have
this
to look
point,
in 2 positions.
Leaf is getting kills,
So
it's
that's
cool,
why
but the round's
that's
over.
why honestly
It's
we used to
already
look
over
back
based on the
when
time.
we didn't play server that much, to be fair. When we used to look back at our server, we'd make sure that we always kind of changed up our recons so
Crew
they wouldn't
choosing not
shoot
to
it,
force
and
the
then go
same
back
Viper
into the
wall that
old
we're
stuff
seeing,
as
that
well.
we saw in the previous round
But yeah,
from
when you're kind of
Yeah,
anteing, you
this
want to
is
have a
big
little
exec
a little
wall.
thing on the
Definitely allows
server
you to
that's
get a little
literally
bit more
just
space on the
this is
orb.
the main recon. This is where you got to aim. This is what they do for the retake. It's what they
This
do,
might be
and
over quick
a lot of the
here.
time it's the main tell, to be honest, in a lot of stuff as well.
Yeah, no real fight. Even the small nuance, like Zelsis going down low, Leaf having the high ground, this high-low in an unexpected position.
In terms of pistols, by the way, 1-1.
That with the updraft is so crazy. He's actually firing off that Guardian too. I mean, shoot your shot. And again, Kesnet first to die. Yeah, they were leading an aggressive push on the eco, so we kind of expected in that case.
Yep, massively on top of this one. No real damage. Just a little bit.
Look at the difference from that pistol round
Just a
clearing the
little bit of
corner against
damage.
Zeppa. They didn't do it for KRU. Whereas Cloud9, when they get those first 2 kills, they're still diligent in clearing the rest of it. Look at this, guns are all out, flash even for B main, so this guy's completely blind for a minute.
Spring to go get the A main orb. Nah, it's too much, too risky.
Take that high-low like you pointed out.
And then we still had Rooney with the Sheriff kill. A complete round for Cloud9.
Had it all. An early timeout in this half. Kind of necessary.
Yeah, I would agree.
Probably the most important round to bring it back here. You've got to, on Ascent, start the defensive side strong when you're down so big already.
What is question marks?
If you can't get streaks going on defense, where are you ever going to get them? We didn't see any of them on that attack.
See the members of KRU on your screen listening intently. As Adam, you imagine, is being very thorough in what it is that his team has to do in order to get back into the action. They find themselves down 6 rounds. This is just the first map in this best of 3, and yes, this is the upper finals, so there is still a shot at the lowers. But as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, when it comes down to a best of 5, having the advantage of being able to come
That's
through
actually
the upper
wrong.
bracket
Yeah,
and
that's my
have
birthday is
the
23rd.
when it comes to
I think
map selection,
Liquipedia
so
has it wrong.
pivotal.
I think you got that from Liquipedia.
And they did pick this Ascent. So the rest of the map pool, they're thinking about how they might have needed this one. And this is tough for KRU. I mean, they've been kind of sun running so far.
All right.
Statistically, I mean, they've definitely beat up on some teams.
Oh, hey. Damn, this is your first buy round. That's the first buy round. That's damn, sure.
Approach.
It's very strong start. They really need to win this round. Dog goes in, clears all of this. Doesn't see the omen. Recon goes out over towards B. It cleared it. It hit nothing here, so they're going to gamble. They're going to heavy gamble. They're going to push, and they're going to rotate in. Melzik kills 2 there. This did his best Zephyr impression. Oh boy.
Right click him maybe.
He wants to go.
Nicely done, no matter what. Look at the timing on that, by the way.
Once
That
again,
was
you're
great.
seeing dynamic peaks out from Cloud9, overwhelming the opposition. 2v2 here, Cloud9 have gotten the site, they have the spike, they are getting it planted.
It's really important 2-on-2. How does this guy always have his drone?
And the drone now out.
Oh no. Zeppa can't
He's
get
going to
spammed
Odin.
here.
Getting Odin, that guy's dead. What? Lost
Just
commit.
barely. Still a dart for Klaus. He's looking for another target, anyone to get lit up. He can bring the pain and punish, but Leaf with 3. The Guardian still in play. Nags gets it to a 1v1, but Zeppa
Oh man,
cleans
this one's going to be pretty much done. It feels like.
Bonus converted.
They got nothing
This
for
might
this
be a
one.
fast
Bonus
lane
gets
here.
converted.
Towards map 2.
Yeah.
This has been pretty one-sided.
KRU has to force up here. And again, that was actually a good start from them, despite the fact that they lost the first kill. Mel's are able to clap right back as Cloud9 continue to try to push the advantage on the site without
Yeah,
a
look
smoke
at that.
there.
No matter what,
Fully
getting traded.
crashed, and he gets 2.
Just gross. Coming into this series in LCQ, KRU, best gun round team, best retake team. So far, they've only won the 2 gun rounds on that defense.
They bought into this one,
It's been brutal scenes.
so they got to win it somehow.
Kesnet with the Guardian trying to find an early
This
pick as Cloud9
poor.
trampled their
Oh,
way
okay.
forward,
I mean, he
and
got a
Leaf
kill.
does
He
eventually
did
fall.
great.
But now without Melser meeting his death either.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to retake this site with the wall here. They commit heaven.
Still just working across the middle of the map, and Kesnet's left in this fight where he's having to deal with so many different targets without any help.
I mean, there's a flood attempt there from KRU, but it's splintered because of the mollies from Rooney. Finally, he falls, and they're going to try to push this lockdown.
Oh,
Jake,
Success so far.
3v2. Cloud9 gotten it down to a 2v2 now. Zelsis is still dancing around. Not many bullets left in the clip. And it's all gonna be on Zelsis.
How is
Takes a
Zelsis
step
still
back,
alive?
Gets pressured, still finds time to reload.
What the hell? He's indestructible.
Davies, half, pulls off. Zelsis with the Red Bull clutch. That's gotta
That's
be a
insane, dude. Okay, 8 chances to finish this one off. Yeah, it's just a bit of a nightmare when you push over towards A and you kill the Omen, your retake's just a nightmare because like Omen down, no smoke for A main, and they can just kind of have the best crossfires ever.
Keznet's out by himself, just by himself. It's because of the orb and molly that Rooney's throwing. I mean, they have this insistence on placing this wall, and it's working really nice on the safe side. Crew's got to find an answer and fast, and they're going to have to do it with light weaponry too. You're going to be a bunch of C to...
Oh, we go straight into this one. Go straight into this one. It's a straight up repeat.
It's the same situation too.
Yeah.
He's trying to throw his knife.
It's a big repeat.
Cloud's finding a little bit of something. You see Kesner tried getting high ground over the cover. Couldn't find any value.
Man, the fast kill, fast deaths just for C9 against, like, it's going to be so lopsided.
Not able to punish Lee. Finally, it goes his way. Crew.
But even if Nags gets, I mean,
The stun.
it's considered.
It's really good to get one. I think they're down to, his Mel's are going to insta TP.
The smoke as well.
You could wait for the plant and then TP over towards A main. Be pretty strong.
The benefit is Meltzer does have his ult too.
That would probably force him into the other guy. The thing is, they probably want to stick together. They have no idea where they both are.
They're walking inside a spawn. They're completely unsure about where they are.
Yeah.
Now with the spike coming, they're going to start to realize. But because they've walked all this way, they could surprise him out of heaven right now. Still Rooney with this molly. It's such good delay.
He still has one molly. Zelsis still has 2 nanos and the turret.
And the wall's going to come back up too. Fuel takes a long time in this patch. But with that molly, it pushes them back, and he's probably going to activate now.
And time just ticks away. Desperation for the side of Crew. And a huge moment, it's going to fall down to a 1v1. Rooney is pit.
Fake TP.
Can't imagine he uses it here. Tucks on the angle, waiting for the swing.
Damn, man, that was really, really dominant. Anonymous Gifter, thank you so much. Go next. I mean, there we have it. The Anonymous Gifter sums it up. We do go next. Crazy dominant. They look really good. Worth noting as well, it was like 1-1 in terms of pistols, so it was really dominant.